Hey everyone, welcome back. If you saw my weird purple people eater spin swipe gone way too purple wild, well, this was the same day. So I'm going to try to bloom over this ugly 7-inch bloom on this hexagon thing using the same colors. So that's Sassafras from Colourarte. That's Wine and Roses. The first color was Bluebonnet with some Vivid Intense added to it. This is Royal Sapphire, which is Prism Pour. And this is Medium Violet from Golden. And that is a copper cell activator and a black cell activator. And this actually turns out really beautiful except for like one section. And that one section was because I just messed up the blow, and I tried to save it even after I turned off the camera, and I don't think it worked. But anyway, I wanted to share with you guys because, you know, this is part of the process of practicing. Anyway, this is a 7-inch tile. I think I already told you that. And this first color I'm going to put down is Bluebonnet Prism Pour. And if you didn't see the previous video where I explained it, I actually added what was left of another color into it, and then that changed the color a little bit, and then I added 3 drops of Phthalo Turquoise, I think, into it, or a couple of drops, and I got this color, which is actually pretty close to the Royal Sapphire color. This one's a little lighter, and that is Phthalo Turquoise from, I think that's from Colourarte. It may be, yeah, or from Golden. I don't know. It was the bottom of one of them. And that is Sassafras, which is Colourarte Primary Elements. This is Wine and Roses, also Colourarte Primary Elements, one of my favorites. And pretty much all of these, except for the Phthalo Turquoise, are paints that I needed to use up, that I somehow revived because they had been mixed up too long. The Royal Sapphire needs to be used up, but it wasn't as old as some of the other ones. And the consistency was still pretty good. I just thinned it down a little bit with some Sonja. But I used a little too much paint for the 7-inch little guy, which wouldn't have been a problem except I messed up the blow in one particular area. So, but I may just do it again. We'll see. So that's black cell activator. And then I'm using the copper. I don't remember if I used Atelier copper or if I used Amsterdam bronze. I think that's Atelier. So starts off okay, and then I think sometimes I start off good and then I run out of cell activator before I get all the way around because I don't keep kind of expanding the circle. And depending on how thick your paint is and how stretchy your cell activator is, that can be a problem. And that's kind of what ends up happening here. And just when I think I rescued it, I don't. So anyway, the idea in theory is good. I definitely used up some paint, but I don't know that I like the way it turned out. And the bad thing is that tile has been painted for such a long time that to use the skin even would be problematic. So here's me trying to stretch out the cell activator where I ran out too early, and I just messed it up. And the more I tried to fix it, the worse it got. So, but like 80% of the bloom is just really pretty, and just that one stupid part. And then I keep messing with it. If I had just spun it out and let it be a little wonky in one spot, that would have been one thing, but I made it worse. And that squiggly weird line just kept getting worse. I even like dabbed it with my finger, which sometimes works. Sometimes you can stop it. And like now that I'm watching this as I edit this video, I'm like, I almost had it a couple times where it was doable. I should have just stopped and spun it out. But no, keep having to fix it and try to make it better. And then you wonder why things aren't working. See? It's always that one part that's trying to mess with your mind. On the other side of things though, because I had so much paint here and I used the black and the copper, this will dry really dark in the center up there without enough contrast. Or if I just used the copper, you'd have all that contrast. But now once you put resin on it, it would be okay. But I think if I do it again, I'll just use less color. And I may still do the black, or I may skip the black. But because like you can see around the edges where it looks really cool, I need to learn to use less paint because I like that look and I don't get it very often because I use too much color. Because I also like a lot of color. So it's just, it's just breaking those habits and learning. But I was so sure I could do something to fix it, and I blew it around and I tried to spread the cells into that area to cover that up. And if I could have gotten more of it to the edge, I think it would have worked, but yeah, it's crazy. So and then I almost spun it off the turner. I tried to move it to the edge to get more of it to go off that part. And then it almost went flying and I was like, oh, whatever. This is a lot of calories being burnt over this 7-inch hexagon that may not make it. But you try, you put forth the effort. Because look, the top of it is so pretty. And if it was just like some weird white negative space, I could live with that. But it's like funkiness and it's squiggly blurriness. So off camera, I put a couple of colors down on a line and I tried to put a little black Cell Activator and just swipe over that spot. But I had spun so much that I didn't really have enough paint left to make that work. So it's very obvious and it didn't really help. So, whatever. I may just paint over it again. It is what it is. So on this particular day, I did that weird spin swipe where I used too much paint. So you'd think I would have learned from that experience and not used so much, but no, I just came and used too much on this one. So on this particular day, I was off, and all I wanted to do was get to paint, and then just had like 2 fails, and then so I just made a set of coasters and called it good. I was like, this is not a good painting day, I don't guess. We all have them and they suck. Bad painting days suck. They really, really do. So be gracious with yourself when you have them, because we all have them. So anyway, sorry that there's so much time spent trying to make that not evil. I was just like certain I could do something to fix it. And nothing was working. And part of the problem was it wasn't just bald, it was contorted and weird. But whatever. But I do like this color combo a lot. And so I've been getting quite a bit of mileage out of testing it out and playing around with it. You can see how pretty the top part is. It would be really nice if the bottom was nice. Oh well. So I'll show you a close-up in a second after I get done fiddling with this. And I was gonna say, tell me if you would keep it or not, but it's probably not gonna make it. But I will probably do it again. I still have some of each of these colors. It's pretty. But anyway, thanks for joining me when I experiment and try to use up paint. I mean, I know we all do, you know, stuff like this. We spend time creating something that may not be the most glorious thing ever because we don't want to waste. And all right, so here's the close-up. Beautiful upper part, beautiful cells, beautiful plump little juicy bubbly cells, so cute, so pretty. Ugly part, pretty part. Anyway, thanks for watching and hanging out. Talk to you soon.